What's up, guys? Justin, Nick, Racing and Ramness. Today, what we are working on is getting the perches on the front axle tube and the rear axle housing done and complete so we can get these back to quick performance so they can do the finish welding and powder coat all this stuff. So he's tacking this up now, and then we're gonna go in the back and we're going to figure out a good way to mount the anti-roll bar setup that we have. Because we want that attached to the rear end before it gets powder coated. So follow along and we'll show you every little step that we're doing. Once again, huge thanks to Miller Welders for getting us a new shop welder here. This thing is awesome, quiet, and lays beautiful welds. Give the trigger a little slap and tickle.
Slap and tickle, he says?
Slap and tickle.
Shit.
We don't need this.
Thing's more quiet than my vacuum cleaner.
Don't need that.
Don't need it.
Now we gotta figure out how to put this on. Just anti-roll bar setup. And we were kind of hoping it didn't have these tabs mounted on it because they're really on there. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to incorporate these into the mounting of it. So I'm sure we can come up with something. We're pretty clever. We did put an LS in a snowcat. Yeah. So
I don't know if I'd use clever or not, but smart enough to put one together.
Yeah, we figured it out.
You guys are doing all right.
I mean, currently it's sitting broken because some wiring had a little malfunction.
Wonder who did all the wiring.
I think, I'm just gonna point at Nick even though it's just like pointing at me because I did all the wiring.
All right.
But I don't know what happened, but we'll get that figured out. We got the new fan from Be Cool. They sent that, so we got that all good to go. But we are both too tired tonight to go through with going and picking up the snowcat, so we're gonna just work on this thing, get a little bit done, and just keep trucking on. I talked to Texas Speed today. We should have some updates on when the engine's gonna be here, and we can actually start putting stuff together. The new intake manifold from Nitrous Express is coming. And we'll be able to get that kind of like assembled so you guys can see what that's gonna look like. The intake on this damn thing is literally gonna be like, I don't know, like somewhere like that tall. And we're gonna try to keep it under the hood somehow. So we're gonna get creative with engine mount stuff up there, but we'll figure it out.
They look like 10 blocks truck. That thing just sold.
Yeah, for like $900,000 or something.
Yeah.
We had a mallet set that we could beat this in with without hurting it. The bushings are press fit.
I have a press.
We do have a press. Where's the fun in that? Hammers are way more fun.
You mean the adjusting tool?
Come on, where you break something.
I'm the king of hammers and ugga-duggas.
Ugga-duggas always work.
Close. I don't want to lose a finger here. Instead of my hammer idea, we're using the press.
Does this fall into the Ugga-dugga department?
Yeah, and a hammer would be ugga-duggas.
Oh, okay.
Or comparable too. This
Okay.
is the right way to do it.
The right way to do it, he says.
It's working pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
So far.
I would have screwed up at least 2 bushings by now. No, we're gonna leave it just like that. Call it a day.
Yeah.
I got it.
You're all buff and everything.
I got it.
I'll tell you what. I've had some stuff shoot out of here before. Better watch out.
See that dent up there? Can you zoom in on that dent? It's like right.
Oh, yeah, no, I see it.
Okay, yeah. So, funny story about what did that. When we were rebuilding the slave cylinders for the snowcat, I couldn't get the plunger out. So I was like, what's the PSI on the air here?
140. I think.
Yeah, like 140 PSI. I was like, I'll just put the air chuck in it, give her some air, get it out. And I was all the way over there at the welding table, and it didn't come out, and I hit that thing with air. It shot out, smoked that wall, and flew all the way back 3/4 of the way across the shop. And Nick and his dad was over on the other side of the shop, and we were just like, they were like, what the hell? What the hell?
It's pretty loud.
It was loud. It sounded like a cannon going off in here.
Is it in yet, Nick?
I checked it on the other one. I know it went through. Okay, let me see it.
Is it in yet?
Yeah.
I think we have a problem. Try the mallet. It's hard steel. There we go. I gotta use my hammer anyway. That seemed way too tight.
I'm waiting for a that's what she said at some point.
That whole smack of hammer right.
Give her the old eyeball measurement.
That'll do it.
Ah, well, too far. Gotta hit the other side now. Perfect. All right, bad idea. All right, that'll work. Should be in my back in a second. All right. So, this thing is wider than I thought it was going to be. That's not good. Okay, so this is going to have to be trimmed down because it's hitting on the case, so it won't let it go level. See? Because the rear diff is off center. Mm-hmm. And the reason we have it off center, I mentioned before, is so the output shaft or the input shaft on the rear end is dead center with the transmission. We didn't want any side to side angle on there. The shaft will be in it, but now it's not. That's what she said. Anyway, so we need to trim off, I don't know, about, I'm gonna finger measure this. Very, very intricate system. We need to trim it back to about here and about 1/4 inch down. Yeah. Those are very precise measurements, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do that. Oh.
Nick, is the mathin'?
Yeah, put your finger there. That's where it goes.
Yeah. All right, let's go cut this with something. I will say my biggest pet peeve on working in a shop is working in a shop without music. So my second pet peeve is YouTube not allowing us to play music because they'll cap our video.
Thanks, Sony.
Yeah, right?
Assholes.
We could listen to non-trademark music, sound like a out-of-country nightclub.
Or really
Oh shit. My
bad
thumb moved.
ad. Thumb moved.
Oh yeah, I found a solution to the track jacks, I think.
Oh, I gotta cut this?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite thing. Oh.
Is there any safety glasses? I'm not doing. I had to go to urgent care one night because of cutoff wheel. I was like, oh yeah, it's totally fine, and it wasn't. I made cuts all night with my safety glasses on. The last cut of the night, it just was one bolt when we took the body off, and a piece of metal shot and got stuck in my right in my pupil, and I had to go get it removed. Oh, I'm gonna plug her in. Power helps. I thought Nick was setting up the operating room. He didn't. Look.
Directions
Nice
unclear.
install there, Nick.
You're right.
That's pretty damn straight.
Not. Right on the mark.
Right on the mark. I said the mark was wrong. Okay, if we trim that more, we can turn this, and this will come up and touch right here.
Where do these have to go?
Well, they're gonna have to, I mean, I would prefer if they were not like that, because that's, I mean, it still will work. We just have to make the frame, like, it just has to mount like right here to the frame. I mean, these can be, they don't have to be completely level, although it puts more, it has less leverage on this, on the torsion bar, the higher up it is. Does that make sense? So to put more strain on the mounts. Like it's exactly the width of the springs, which I knew that was the exact width of the frame, which is what we wanted, but.
God forbid anything ever happened to that bar.
What do you mean?
You have to pull the rear end out and change that.
Yeah, you would. Well, you can just drop it. Yep, rear end out.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's a smaller bar, but it's a light Jeep, so it's not gonna be like putting a ton of pressure on that thing.
Can it sit on top right here?
Yeah, I guess it could. But then, yeah, let's try that and see what it looks like. Well, that knob still works out there. Thank God, kinda.
And these are popped up.
No. They'd be straight back.
Just like this?
Like straight back, yeah, like that. Yep, like that. We're gonna have to notch this other one. Cause it needs to be like right. I'm gonna need your help holding that, but I can't keep it. It's gonna have to be like right there, right there. That's where it's gonna have to go.
To me, it looks like it needs to go that way.
What do you mean? This is already lined up with the springs, dead nuts. It's gonna need more of an ounce than that, I think.
Well, if we can.
All right.
And the same thing.
What's really crazy is, out of all the stuff we built on that Snowcat and all that stuff we did, the hardest thing that we did was build that seat. That was the hardest part of that whole build, was building that custom seat frame and everything.
It took hours.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And we got it all to slide back and forth really nice.
And then we had to change the master cylinders, and now it's a permanent seat.
And now it's stationary again.
A mighty fine notch. And Did you stop recording?
No, I didn't stop recording. I was
Look at this shit.
inspecting your work.
Fell off. Way to go, Nick.
Hey,
Trying to kill me.
you put it on now.
With my fingers. We really don't even need these on there right now. I don't know why I keep.
Remember like 2 weeks ago when I couldn't get it off?
That's what she said. Here, put it right there. I'm not. You're gonna have to read it. You're asking a lot here.
Yeah, probably 4.
Needs to go that way more.
Yep.
Okay, so I need to cut that down just a smidge more.
Yep.
All right. And we are making some progress now. Cooking along like a fine oiled machine. I'll just walk around the camera guy. He's just sitting there.
You know what? You love me.
Wait, I need those.
Safety first, kids. Make sure you wear your PPE.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it, PRI. Keep up the chain, they'll get you.
You know what? You might die. Or another hospital visit for metal to the eye.
Oh, please no.
Nice. Let's bring this over here. Try this again. How we look?
Yeah, I need to get some more. Probably around 2.
So about what I just did again. You think they'll be able to fill all that in? Because I'm just going to tell them to make it look pretty because we don't have the material to do it. They do. They do that stuff for a living. This is a hobby for us.
Hey, you know you've been forgetting this whole time? You got a plasma cutter.
I know we have a plasma cutter, okay? Don't listen to him.
Just
Yeah, that's not as straight as this though. As straight as you try to cut with a plasma cutter, it does not ever cut straight.
Debatable. You can see we got a whole lot of trial and error with the racing and randomness crew here.
We're the measure never and cut as many times as it takes until it fits crew.
If it fits, it sits.
isn't that the truth? We're about 1 degree.
If you guys weren't watching, I'd say that's close enough.
Oh, if you take a retake.
No.
Yeah, looks good.
All right, fast forward. I'm going to use another clip of me cutting a piece off. How's it look, Nick? Looks good.
We're right on.
Right on.
There
Look
you
at that.
go.
Perfect.
See?
All right. Okay, that's where it needs to be. Now we got to figure out center and tap this thing on. And then,
Really, as long as it's close, doesn't even matter? Because it's already tilted back 6 degrees.
that has nothing to do with this part of it. Some guy that's a diehard racer just heard me say that and it's like, God. But, okay, look. This thing's going to be 10 times better than my first Jeep ever hoped it could be. And it worked. So this one's just, by process of doing, should work as well.
Right.
All right.
Thoughts, Nick?
If it breaks, we'll fix it, I guess.
With that new welder from Miller.
Hey!
All right. And I mean, if I'm eyeballing this, it's pretty centered right now too. We probably should actually figure out a way to make this actually centered on there. But at least we don't have to worry about it interfering with the springs. And if we snap the
You mean like mark it?
something.
Some construction guys sitting there going, what in the world are you doing? This is how I measure around here. Alright.
I mean, it could be worse, like infinitely worse.
We flush on the springs over there. Looks like it. Go to the driver's side just a little bit. Right there.
It's not, there's no way that's straight over there too now.
Nope, it definitely needs to come this way, so.
Yeah, no. Like that.
Alright, we're even. Or you maybe just a tap that way, just a tap.
That was a tap.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen following along at home, this is not how you should measure this.
That's it. Yep, we're good.
Okay, well, someone needs to tap some shit because this is
Where's my marker at?
Just tack it.
Alright.
I'm trying not to let this thing move.
Well, do set up this here.
I noticed.
Good.
Sure. You didn't turn the gas on? Oh, god damn it. Pardon my language. Okay. And give it a tack here. Hang on, I need to get my hand out of there because that's going to be really friggin' hot.
Good.
Yep.
On the other side.
Yeah. Now, as all you fine viewers at home can see, there's a bit of a gap here. And I'm going to leave that to quick performance to fix. I'm just gonna shoot Max an old email and say, hey buddy, rear end's on its way back. Could you maybe do a little finish welding on some stuff? I think I'm gonna ask him if he can like heat this with a torch and like kind of blue it some, and then we're gonna do the rear end in clear, if that's something that he can do. I think it'd look really cool.
Bluing would look really nice.
Yeah, make that. We're gonna do the front in satin black, and we're gonna try to blue this one, but look at that. Ready for the track.
Measured and ready to go.
All right, so what we're checking out now is just to kind of see how these mounts are gonna go for this. We got these little tabs here, and these are gonna mount to the frame up here. And then this will connect up to it, like so. Well, it'll be down. Come on, rear end, stop rolling. Like that. And then these will connect up here to the frame like so. And you'll have a perfectly aligned rod. And we don't have to add on any steel because we can just connect these right to the frame. So that'll work really well. So that's what we're tinkering with now. There's two different ways to mount these though. Like, you can do it the other way where this is mounted to the frame and then the rods come down and connect to the housing. My other Jeep was set up this way, so that's why we're doing it this way. But these were designed for the housing, so we'll have to straighten those up before we weld it. But right now we're just kind of seeing how it fits up.
Looks about right.
Looks about right.
Looks about right.
Okay.
How's something like that look?
Looks about right. No, probably, yeah, like, I mean, if we raise this up just a smidge, so it's actually like perfectly straight, that's what we want right there. Ready for the track.
I think they make pills for that one.
There is a
Right
few
there.
components missing though, like everything.
Yeah.
But that's what
there's
this big mountain of parts behind me is for.
there's a lot of that, and then there's a lot of that.
Yeah,
so.
there's a lot of everything. All right, are we taking those on tonight, or are we gonna do that another night?
I think I'm gonna call her.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Calling it.
That'll do.
All right, guys, so from Justin, Nick at Racing the Randomness, thanks for tagging along tonight, and now that we have some camera help, our videos will be a little more entertaining because you'll get to see all the stupid shit we do constantly while we're working on stuff. I always feel like before we were just, it's like, look at us do this, look at us do this. Now we can actually have someone video stuff, so that'll help out a lot. But thanks for watching, guys, and please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you real soon because videos are going to start coming out pretty quick as we start getting parts in. So See you next time.